Hey man, just giving you a quick call. I just wanted to let you know that you are so close, dude. You're so much closer than you think. A lot of these big goals that we've had and these big aspirations, they're right around the corner for you, dude. So you just cannot give up. So stoked for you to see this. P.S. We bought a Lambo, so keep going, bro. We'll talk soon. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Bryson. This is the Bryson Everyday Project podcast. This podcast is a little bit different than other ones out there. Here, I only focus on documentation. I don't focus on quality or being professional or being entertaining. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'd love for you to stick around and give the show a listen. You can also follow me on Instagram at BRQUSE. Thank you so much. Here's the show. So I just had this thought because I have been trying to figure out the Zapier thing. By the way, it's 6:30 a.m. I've been trying to figure out the Zapier thing, and I posted on the Zapier community, the forums or whatever. I call them forums, dude. That's what it's always been. The fucking community. It's forums. That's what Reddit is. I also posted on Reddit. Got somebody that responded on Reddit, and what's up with this fucking chair, dude? It sounds like a rocking chair. It's a 2025 gaming chair. It's nice. Why does it sound like that? Anyway, some dude responded on Reddit, and he said, hey, man, I've run into the same problem as well. I've also done it in Make, so I get it. I'm trying to figure it out with Zapier as well. Another person said a similar thing, and they said they used something to do with code in Zapier. And anyway, so I tried that out, and now I can't even get it to recognize what rows are what. So, and then I had this thought, and this is why I'm starting the show right now. There's no rules here. I don't have to only use one or the other, Make or Zapier. I can use both. So maybe what I'll do is I'll use Make for as many things as possible, and then the things that it can't link to, like Everfit or Trainerize or whatever, then I'll use Zapier because it can connect with a lot more. And there's no rules. I can use both, you know? I can use two. And I don't know why that it didn't cross my mind. Of course, I'd like to keep everything central in one spot, but not the end of the world. So just had that thought, but I wanted to share. So I'll be back. Bye-bye. Yo, what's going on? Yeah, my mic is not plugged in. I've been having my other monitor off for a while. Or I would have restarted the whole episode right there. Let's restart. Blah, blah, blah. Yo, what's going on? My mic's not plugged in. Sweet. I've had my monitor off more often lately because I just haven't been using it. I do use it, but honestly, this might sound whatever, but it's on paper it's 60 hertz, but when it's plugged in, it's probably like 30. I don't know, 40. It's 30. And to me, that's just shitty, and it's just frustrating to use. So call that whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. It's just annoying to use. First world problems, right? But anyway, it is later in the day. Today, I believe I recorded some stuff earlier this morning, which if I did, then you'll hear that first. But I also had an hour Zoom call with Mina's team. I actually presented or just kind of went over everything I have built in Notion and just showed everybody how to use it. And I think the response was they're overwhelmed. There's a lot going on for sure, but also, it's a whole new system. They got to learn it. They got to figure out how to everything on it. And it was cool because halfway through, Mina actually had to leave. So it's just me. So it's just me running the show, just me explaining everything. There's nobody going. I actually said this at the end of when I recorded this, but there's no higher force in there interrupting or saying this or doing that or whatever. It was just, me talking about the system that I built. So it's a system that I built. So, but now it is 10:32 and it's late for me. I should have been in bed 30 minutes ago, but truthfully, I started watching this thing on YouTube. It is, I think a lot of people know when I say Jubilee. It's I don't know how to explain it other than it's a YouTube channel where they get one person to sit in a circle of 20 people. That one person has one belief, and 20 people have opposing beliefs. So this one was Patrick Bet David, PBD, and the title is One Capitalist versus 20 Anti-Capitalists. And I think what got me into it was just that it's PBD, and I enjoy listening to him speak. But then just hearing the points being made, from both sides, and just I don't know if there's anything that these things have in common, and I don't know. It's like Jubilee picks some weird fucking people. But if it's anything that these have in common, it's that all the people that are opposing, like it's almost like so obvious that they oppose. Just looking at them, and call that judgmental, call that whatever. But why is that though? Like, why can I look at someone and just know? And like, it's not 100%. Sometimes wrong. That's judgmental. That's fucked up. I get it. Such is life. But like, why? Like, I don't know. Like a dude walks up in a dress, sandals, fucking trying to be a girl, and it's like, oh yeah, this person is absolutely a victim of life, 100%. And sure as shit, that's what the. Anyway, I'm not trying to get into that, but one thing I will say is that I want to learn so much more about all of this. Some of these points that were being made, I'm like, is that true? Is that what this is? What does that word even mean? Is this that? Like a few times I had to stop and Google words. 'Cause I'm like, what the fuck is this? And yeah, I like one thing that I took away from it though is that there was just no emotion from PBD at all. It was just pure statements, facts, logic. I mean, I say facts like I can't fact check it. I don't know, but it wasn't like I feel like this is actually what it is. It was just, hey, stats show this. This is what it is. In 1950, whatever. This is what it was. Blah blah blah. And then the people's reactions, or I guess response to what he would say, was usually trying to talk louder, trying to talk faster. You didn't answer my question. You didn't answer my question. All this stuff. And I don't know. It's just interesting nonetheless. So again, don't really want to get into that, but so I just share this. It's a documentation show. But I had this thought today. It wasn't really a good thought, but it was just like, what if I finish this whole thing? I get it set up. I go to sell it. And like, people just don't want it, or like it's too complicated to use, or, they buy it, they get buyer's remorse because they don't understand what's going on, and I think that thought came from the fact that I presented this to everybody with Mina. And, I think it was just like, maybe it is a lot, but also absolutely it's not. It's just, you're unfamiliar and it's a new system. And so I'm trying to just, take a step back and not freak the fuck out, because anytime anybody starts anything new, it's always overwhelming. It's always frustrating. It's always confusing until you learn it, And I think it has nothing to do with the system, but everything to do with but also it's Notion. It's a whole new software. There's a whole new, ecosystem of, all right, not ecosystem. I don't know what the word is. There's a whole new interface and functionality and rules and stuff. Because I work on Notion like 12 hours a day. And so, in a week, I'm clearing 80 hours for sure. With, I guess that would be 90. But what would that be? 12 times 7? 84. I'm clearing, 80 hours a week in Notion. And so in 1 week for me is probably what somebody else gets in, a month, or maybe even 2. So I'm just trying to not be so hard on myself and really just be very attentive to any kind of feedback that I get. Like I said in the Zoom call, which you're about to hear, it's an hour long. So subtract an hour from the length of the show. That's when that starts. But I lost my train of thought. No idea what the fuck I was going to say. There's got to be some reason why that is, dude. It's so annoying. I have no idea what I was going to say. Whatever. So I was just, listening to feedback, and I just want to make it good. I want it to make sense. I want it to run to run smooth. The more information that I put into this, the more I'm like, I got to sort it better. You know, I made some stuff for Dawson as well, and he was having a hard time. He was confused, kind of frustrated, and he was saying like, "Hey man, I don't know what's going on. This number's not resetting. This is it's kind of confusing. I just need how it was before." And truthfully, I was like, what are you talking about?" But I figured it out, and so I'm gonna correct that tomorrow. And then there was a little issue today with Trey's thing, and I think it was all user error, so I'm not worried about that. But it was like a couple clients were missing, and somebody didn't have something filled out, and I'm like, why in one day did everything just take a shit? Because it just it's not making me feel the best. And then I come across these different, like Trey was talking to me, and he's like, "Hey man, yeah, if we could get this thing automated, that'd be sweet. We have a meeting tomorrow with this app. It's for sales processing. It's blah blah blah, and we're gonna switch over. So whatever." And so I look into that app. I can't remember what it's called. It's like something Basis, App Basis, Pay Basis. I don't know what it is. But I looked into it, and it's so professional. It's so nice. It's everything to do with the financial side of things. It's just a payment processor, and it's got all this data, all the analytics, all this shit. It's completely different than what I'm making. But I was just looking at it, and I was like, it would be so easy for a company like this to just see what I'm doing and then just take it and run with it. And that's not a productive thought, because what good does that do me? I mean, like, play it up. I have this thought. It hinders my performance. I make a shittier product. Maybe they still even see it, whatever, and they copy it. I don't know. End of the day, they take the idea. I don't know. It's not a serving thought. I think it'd be much better to put in the work, make it great, and then fight for my, I guess, spot in the market with a voice crack on top. But I just got to keep on going. Like, a lot of this is a work in progress, and it's going to be so sick once it's done, 100%. I just got to finish it off, bundle it up, and then sell it, and then we'll be good to go. And, we'll just figure that out. So without going too in depth on that, I do want to say another thing, which is that, and this is pretty big. This honestly needs its own episode, but Lexi and I went and looked at townhomes. We've actually individual townhomes. We've looked at, hold on, let me think. I want to say 5. 2 were the same builder, 2 different units, and then 3 were another builder. 2 were the nicest unit, and then 1 is a lesser unit. The nicest one is way too much for us, way too big. And it's actually, without sharing where we're gonna live, it's in an area. Dude, anybody who wants to find out any information about any of this can just piece together multiple episodes using AI and get all the info they need. But it's in an area where there would be a lot of shopping to do. In these townhomes, there is the bottom floor of each townhome is reserved for the owner of the home to put in a shop or work, whatever. It's called like work life or life home work home, homework, not homework, that's for sure. Work home, I don't know. And we were looking at that, and I was like, oh, this is definitely the leasing office model, because this room down here is massive. It has to be. But they all had that, and it makes sense now. But anyway, we we looked at 5 different ones, and we were just kind of looking around. We want to live in, I'll just say it in a different episode so it's not easy to piece together, but we want to live in a specific city and in Utah, and we were only looking at places there. It's just a good spot. We feel good there. We're safe. Lexi loves it. She feels comfortable there. A lot of things that she likes there, whatever. So we looked in that area only, and we found a few. And I think we pretty much just said that we wanted to stay there, and we'll figure it out. And so what I did was I applied for the one that we wanted the most. And, what's cool is old me would have been like $50 for an applicant. Fuck, bro. No, Not doing that. But now it's like, well, it's $50, but that could secure a spot, then let's do it. And so I guess success loves speed, right? So I applied for it, and I heard back the next day or 2 days later, and it said, hey, in so many words, it says, hey, you're good, we got it. Can you move it on the 1st? And this was, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago. Today's September 1st, so happy September. And I said, hey, no, sorry, we can move it on the 28th. And they said, I said, we can move it on the 28th, but, can we, pay a non-refundable deposit? That way, if we change our mind, you're not out the money for waiting. And the guy said, yeah, no worries. Make sure you tour the property. Let me know what you think. I toured the property, sent him a text, and it was right as they clocked out, which sucked. So I had to wait. Next day I get a text that says, hey, so glad. Could you move it on the 13th? And I'm like, no, we can move it on the 28th. And he said, or then I said something like, we can totally do a deposit though. And make sure you're not out the money. How the security deposit is this much, or is $2,850, right? And he says, yeah, with your credit history, it's great. We can drop it to $2,400 and you can move it on the 15th. And I was like, that's better, but like, no, we can't really do anything other than the 28th. And he says, well, we got more people coming to tour. I'm sure the owner will want to see what's going on. So I'll let you know either way. And I was like, fuck, dude, I love this one. Lexi loves this one. I think we would both prefer it for so many reasons. I think we should, this is me talking to Lexi. I'm like, we shouldn't just, let it be. We should fight for this. If we both love it, I don't want to be a plastic bag in the wind. We should try to make this happen. And again, I think that is definitely something younger me, older me, or younger me, old me, whatever. Old is in like previous version, not old as in age. Would have been like, yeah, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But I don't know. I think the more I just travel down this path that I'm on, and I think I'm just learning more. And I think one of those things is that being a plastic bag in the wind is just the worst way to go about life. You never know where you're going to land. You're leaving your whole life up to choice. If it costs more to not be a plastic bag in the wind, I think it's a good investment. I don't know. So the guy and I negotiated back and forth, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. It wasn't like super heavy, intense, like I'm going, crazy. I almost said balls deep. That would have been gay. Oh, good. Cancel me. Pussy. But, it wasn't like we were going crazy with negotiation. We were just kind of, I said, hey, can we do the 20th? He said, no. Can you do the 13th? I was like, no, we can do the 28th, though. He said, no, about the 15th. I said, no, we can do the 28th. He said, how about the 15th, and we'll drop it to $2,400. And I was like, no, we can do the 28th. He says, all right, well, let's see what the owner says. And so that was his card. He played that, and I was like, good play. And so I actually did offer. I was like, if you could get the deposit down to, $2,000, we could absolutely move in on the I think I said 22nd. And then I was like, hey, you know what? Sorry, I was doing some math, move some things around. We're good. We can absolutely take you up on that first offer of the $2,400 deposit, and we'll move in on the 15th. And so if you look at this like tug of war, we brought him onto our side more than he brought us onto ours. So by definition of tug of war, of how the game works, we won. So even by $50, I don't care. We won. So yeah. So got a text that says, hey, this is great news. I'll send you the lease to sign. As long as you get that signed and the thing paid, we'll remove it from listings and stop the tour, blah, blah, blah. And yeah. So long story short, we got it. And hallelujah. So great feeling for sure. We got it. So, and it's kind of shitty in a sense because my lease, so today's September 1st, my current lease where I'm living now, doesn't end until October, the month that I always say, October 31st. So shitty, but Lexi's lease ends the end of this month, so that's why we're choosing this one. So I'm going to have to pay, and this is not complaining, but I'm going to have to pay the prorated rent for this month, which is going to be $1,200, with the deposit, which Lexi and I are splitting. I got this for us on the contingency or not the contingency, but like I told Lexi, hey, if I do this, I'm gonna pay for the first month because like I don't want you to fork out extra money. I mean, it's the first of the month you're paying money for rent. So like, if this happens, it's on me. I got it. I want this. I know you want it. I want it as well. Let's get it. That was kind of the idea. So, lost train of thought, dude. Just like that. I don't know. So oh yeah. So I have to pay the half of the prorated rent, the deposit, and then 2 weeks later pay a full month of rent for my place, and then a full month of rent for that place, and then I'm good. So obviously Lexi and I are splitting rent. I'm paying a percentage, she's paying a percentage. And then yeah. So between September 15th, well, I should say between tomorrow morning and October 1st, there's going to be lots of money just flying away. And that's fine because it got us a spot that I would say that we love. We toured it, we looked at it, and it just makes sense. We love it. The only dilemma is that there is no 250 amp plug in the garage, which we talked. I remember I mentioned it to them. They said it wouldn't be a problem. We're going to do it either way. I would just rather do it with approval, but it's better to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. So we are going to definitely get a 250 amp plug installed in the garage. That's just so we can charge our cars. Obviously, I drive a Tesla now, so definitely need that. There's a plug in the garage, obviously, and I can use the normal wall charger. It is just slow as shit. I get 4 miles an hour with that, and that's ass. Truthfully speaking, I can make that work, but you know, if we go down to Salt Lake or something for a date and come back, you know, round trip, maybe 50 miles, it's gonna take me like 12 hours to get the charge back. 12 hours, dude. Means if I got home at 10, I couldn't drive it until 10 the next day to get it back. And I don't know. Not a huge deal, but I would just much rather it faster for so many reasons. So we're going to pay for a 250 amp to be installed in the garage. She drives a hybrid vehicle. I don't mind being so secretive. She drives a Jeep. It's a hybrid, and that she can charge it up. And so I think we would just rather both prefer the faster one. So hopefully they work with us, then we can get that and we can pay for it, or we're going to do it either way. It's a non-negotiable. My car is electric now. I need to charge it. So anyway, by the way, on this Jubilee episode, one of these ladies said that Elon Musk, well, they were talking about capitalism and they were anti-capitalism. So they shitting on Elon, but they said he sends rockets into space and makes ugly cars. And that's funny, dude, because I'm like, my car looks nice and I like it a lot. I wouldn't have gotten it if it didn't look nice. If it looked like shit, I wouldn't be purchasing it. And then she said something about the Cybertruck. And like, fair. It looks weird, for sure. From afar, it does look like a garbage can. An outdoor big, I get it. It's cool as fuck, though. So, I did get to drive one. I did mention that. I got to drive one, and it was very cool. The dash is so big, though, you can't even reach up to clean it, so I don't know about that. But it's just cool. It's cool as fuck. I drove the Cyber Beast. It was so cool. Technology is insane. So kudos to the Tesla team, SpaceX team, whatever. Anyway, with Dawson, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue working on the expense stuff tomorrow. I'm going to try to finish that off and get it into his Notion and just move on from that. I'll probably revisit it later, but I've been really happy with the progress I've been making lately. I just can't help but think of how much more I have left to do, because now that I've kind of got a good grasp on what I need to do and what I need to make and how it needs to function and the simplicity of it, and how now that I'm integrating Notion, now that I'm integrating Make and Zapier and stuff into this, it kind of changes things up a little bit. And it also creates a lot more work to do. And I'm definitely going to, when I can, outsource the creation of these automations and the databases of these automations, because that is something I can give clear-cut instruction on. And I don't know, dude, I'm going back and forth because I need someone who can do automations, who can do Make and Zapier and stuff. That's what I need. I don't know. Either way, things are coming together somewhat nicely. It's not quick, but it is coming together for sure. So that's that. With Trey, things are actually in a good spot because, I'm just doing stuff for the team. I'm also, what he's wanted is the expense tracker, so that's great. What Mina's wanted is, just getting everybody into Notion, which I've been doing. So I felt like I've had more time to work on my own stuff, which is great. I am so tired, dude. I got to end the show and go to bed. I'm going to do that, actually. It is currently 10:53 p.m. It's Monday, September 1st. A lot of people probably started with their fitness bullshit today because it is Monday and is also the 1st, which that doesn't happen too often. So if that is you, I wish you the best. Don't fall off. Let this be the one time you succeed. But yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm going to play the hour-long Zoom call with Mina now. So I'll play that now. Peace.
Let's rock and roll, boys.
Yo.
What's up? What's up? I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever. What's going on? I almost want to say I miss you guys. I don't, but I do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
A little bit. I miss some of you guys. Other guys, Bryson, I don't really miss that much.
Yeah, thanks.
How you guys been? How's your week been so far? Or at least your weekend. How was your weekend?
Loving it.
Andrew, are you back, by the way?
Yeah, dude, I'm fucking so happy to be back.
It's the first time I've seen you in like 3 months, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's too damn long, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's been in fucking 37 countries. I don't know.
A
He saw
little
every
tour.
country in Europe. I don't know. Waiting on David, waiting on Johnny. I want them all to see this. And I think Victoria should be meeting us too.
So Victoria's already using it, which is cool. I showed Michelle. I think, honestly, it's funny. I think David and Johnny are the only people who haven't really done anything in that. Not even here. That's funny.
You gotta run a shorter leash on these guys. I don't know.
It's so straightforward, though. I mean, I recorded looms and everything, so everybody's got one for their workspace. So even if they don't, I don't know.
Okay.
It'll be simple.
Now, because I have a hard stop at like 7:30, so I want to make sure we get through. Bryson, I would like us to just prioritize everything in terms of client facing, like everything that the team will see and team will see every day kind of thing, day to day. You and I can discuss like my back end stuff later on. That's okay.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All I plan on doing was the shadow coach stuff and then the check-in, or we can do check-ins as well, but the update request log, the green sheet.
Cool. Okay, there's Johnny, and now we're waiting on David. Wow, Johnny actually graced us with his presence on a team meeting. That's crazy. I don't know. If you guys didn't know, Johnny also went to like 37 countries in Europe this summer. This guy. I feel like you guys are all in Europe and stuff, living life. I think I pay you guys too much. I don't know. Too much vacation money.
Get that Mina money.
Right, so Mina money. Who has seen Notion so far? Right? You said Michelle saw it. Victoria saw a little bit.
I think everybody's been in it, but as far as like using it, I don't know if everybody has.
Okay. Michelle, what do you think of it so far? Or like what you saw anyways?
So far, so good. One thing that Bryson and I talked about was putting a link there to I can click and it'll just take me automatically to the intake and automatically to the community to see if they have introduced themselves or completed the intake. So that's definitely going to make things easier instead of me going back and forth from app to app.
Mm-hmm.
To check it off and go. My only question is, let's say they haven't introduced themselves yet. I'm leaving that unchecked and just sending it over and pressing done.
Well, that's a good question because the idea is that you wouldn't move them on until it was done, but I guess that would kind of make a hold up because it's not the most important thing, right? I can make it so what you fill out also goes to the next block of onboarding, so that way they can see it, and if it's not, then it's their responsibility. That makes sense?
So you want me to like put it in the notes, like this person hasn't completed the intro post?
Yeah, we could do a no, or you could just leave it unchecked.
Sorry to cut you guys off, but what's the trigger, Bryson, that allows Michelle's client to go to the next phase? Is it just clicking done?
Yeah, it's literally just done, gone. But we can move. So like what Michelle sees, I can also make it so, I think it's Johnny that's next up. I can make it so he sees some of what she sees as well. So if the intro post, for example, wasn't done, he would see that it's not done and then he would check it. But if you want to keep it all like Michelle, that's all Michelle, then you wouldn't move the client on until they're done.
I would like the intro post to be Michelle, just because Michelle has a better grasp of the community and things like that. And plus, Michelle, that'll be good for you because then you'll the way I see it is once you check off the box, it also tells you that I already liked the post and did our welcome comment on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be a good reminder for you just to make things a little easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it definitely would. I'm just worried that the client doesn't want to or forgot or X, Y, and Z, and then it delays the process of me sending.
So in that case, I think a best course of action would be Bryson, make it so if it's passed on to the next, to Johnny, there's still a checkbox there for intro. And then Michelle, what I would do is communicate with our Slack channel, which Bryson's going to go over. Communicate with the Slack channel. Hey, passing on Victoria. Haven't seen her community post, so please follow up with her. So then it becomes Johnny's responsibility, since he is the coach that takes care of the tasks, to message and be like, hey, Victoria, I haven't seen your community post yet. Having trouble finding the community, something like that,
Okay.
So that would be the workflow there, because I would like us to at least have the client move on to the next phase of onboarding without it being all right, well, he hasn't done the community post yet, I think that would be the best course of action there.
Okay. How long am I giving this person to complete the intro post before sending it over to Johnny?
One full day of when they have entered the realm. So one full day of when the intake form has been filled out. Because once the intake form is filled out on the auto flow that we have, the onboarding flow, the automatic message gets sent out 10 minutes after the intake form has been received. So then from there, there's a 24-hour timer, aka 1 day after the intake form was received. That's when I would still pass it along and then make a note to the team, hey, they haven't introduced themselves yet.
Okay.
There's a little counter that pops up too, so it'll say day 1, day 2, day 3. So you could just look at day 2, and then that'd be the cutoff.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would definitely use the counter, but I would like the intake form to be the source of truth, because there has been some clients that are notorious right now of joining the app and not filling out the intake form. This is probably my biggest pet peeve of the entire onboarding flow. Clients will sign up with Victoria, and then Victoria will give them the link to the onboarding. They'll fill out the first initial, but they won't do the intake form for a couple days for some reason. And what sucks about that is that you can't really control the onboarding flow. So they get messages of the onboarding, hey, here's a chunk of information for the handbook. Here is the training handbook. And it's not until they actually fill out the intake form do they get the welcome message that completes the auto flow. Best example, just to show you guys, and Bryson, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but best example is a recent client, Juliana. I will show you guys exactly what I'm talking about here. As soon as I find her. Cool. All right. Share my screen really quickly because I need you guys to just be kind of understanding what I'm talking about. So here's Juliana, okay? So she signed up Friday. Victoria made the sale, Victoria, Friday, correct? That's when you made the sale for Juliana, right? Yep. So Friday came, she entered the environment, the app environment. She made her profile, but she didn't fill out the intake form. So what happens is 24 hours later, the next morning, she is sent our first message of the onboarding, which is, all right, here's a chunk of information for you. Attached below is a video. And then the next day, she also gets the training side of things. And then she got today, this is what sucks. Today, she got nutrition, right? And then here we go. Then she finally filled out the intake form today, right? 8 hours ago. So see, she joined 3 days ago. So she got 3 days worth of onboarding. 1, 2, 3. And then she finally filled out the intake form. And the intake form is the trigger for the, hey, so excited to have you. You know what I'm saying? So this message should be first compared to everything else. Like if we go to another example of someone who just signed up, Karen Yusuf, she did the intake form right away as soon as she joined today because Victoria signed her today. So she got the so excited to message first. So she's going to get the so excited message, and then she will go back and receive the rest of the ones that Juliana already received before, which would be here, here, and then here. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
So there's sometimes a delay of when they join as a client, they sign up as a profile, and then they fill out the intake form. I don't think there's anything we can do. I've really thought about it and given it thought. There's nothing we can do because this onboarding flow is separate kind of from the auto flow, and it triggers as soon as the profile is created. The only other thing I can think of, Bryson, would be changing the onboarding flow. So if you go to the official auto flow, we would probably need to remove this auto message. Onboarding flow. Here. We would probably want to remove this onboarding message and then include it in the auto flow because the auto flow doesn't wait. It starts right away. But the only problem with that is that we can't control when day one would actually be. So it's kind of sticky, if you ask me.
There's nothing we can do to encourage them to do the intake form ASAP?
That's what I was going to say. I mean, I can try to really emphasize the importance of getting that done as soon as possible and, see if that makes a difference. Obviously, it's not going to be a saving grace for every single person, but if I can at least emphasize the importance of that, people will listen.
Yep. I think that's a good solution, in my opinion. Be like, hey, by the way, I'm just letting you know, I don't want to rush you, but as soon as you activate your profile, as soon as you use this link, I need you to do this. I need you to fill out the intake form within 20, 30 minutes because I don't want the link to expire on you. Something like that.
Ooh, that's good.
And then, boom, that's where it is. Because the way I think about it is if you added a day one message here in the onboarding, the problem is it goes by time. It doesn't go by time left. So we'd have to select the time that it's sent. It doesn't make any sense. As opposed to the onboarding flow that in the message here is sent 10 minutes after. You know what I mean?
So when they onboard, when they download the app and get on, the first message they get is within 10 minutes or
it's within 10 minutes of the intake form, the first trigger here.
And if they don't do the intake form, when is the first message they get? When does that hit them?
The next day.
The next day, okay. Just someone's like, oh, I have to go back to work. Okay, just really make sure you get that done tonight then before you go to bed.
Yep.
Okay.
Because the perfect example is Juliana.
Yeah.
She signed up on Friday, but she didn't do the intake form till today. So she got the first message of the actual onboarding, but not the autoflow or other way around, but still.
Yeah.
So the messages are all out of place. And it looks it's not the end of the world, but it just looks kind of sloppy, if you ask me.
Yeah. It's just kind of overload, it looks like.
Yep, exactly. Cool.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes when people see that, it makes them not even want to read through all of them because it's just okay, that's a lot to handle. I need to set aside 30 minutes to even go through all of that.
Exactly, and this is why we have the onboarding flow. We piecemeal everything to our clients. A year ago, before we had all this, I used to send the entire everything all at once to the client. And I remember I was looking through an old message where it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here, everything, go, review. Which sucks compared to like now, because them actually paying attention onboarding, you guys have to remember onboarding is probably the most important part of the entire process. If a client is actually on top of onboarding, they will succeed in the program. 100% they will succeed. It'll alleviate so much pressure, so much fear. It'll alleviate so much questions, so many questions after. How many times have we gotten questions where it's like, hey, I feel like I'm eating the same thing over and over again. I'm like, well, you didn't watch the nutrition video, dumbass, because I'm literally telling you that you don't have to eat the same thing over and over again on your meal options. You know what I mean? So like that's extremely important to like piecemeal it, and it's easily digestible that way. Cool? All right. Anything else we want to bring up before Bryson steals the show?
Do we want to move that first message into the onboarding flow then? The auto flow?
No.
Just leave it how it is?
We can't, because the auto flow messages are sent on a time basis, not a time past basis. So we would have to pick like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., right? Which doesn't make any sense, because if a client signs up at 10 a.m. like they did today, like Karen did today,
I see.
she won't get a message for 8 hours. It just doesn't make any sense. The auto flow is where you can pick 10 minutes after to do that, which is like pretty instant if you ask me. Like they get a welcome message from me right away, which is good. And by the way, guys, you guys don't see this, but every single time a sale is made, Victoria or Darcy, whatever, has made a sale, every single time I have sent them a personal voice note or video welcoming them right away. Like right away.
Yeah.
Like doesn't matter where I am, I'm sending a voice note. I probably sent like last Friday I sent like 3 on the beach. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter, but I want to make sure that they're welcomed and they feel like, okay, cool. This alleviates so much buyer's remorse, where they feel like, okay, I made the right decision. In the past, we haven't done that, and we've had people be like, can I have a refund? Like, no, you can't, you know? So that's important too. Cool?
Ooh.
Awesome. Anything else? Bryson, the floor is yours, bro.
A quick question, though. So you have a hard stop in 14 minutes, though?
I do. Yes.
Okay.
I can probably do 7:40.
I'll go through it, but...
I can also make you the host, and I've seen this all already.
Okay.
I can make you the host, and I can peace out. Michelle, I know we need to speak, but maybe I can call you after you guys are done real quick on a quick phone call. That's cool. I'll be driving. Cool. Thank you. Sorry guys, it's my dad's birthday. That's why I'm wearing like a button down. So I don't want to miss the dinner. So.
Okay. Well, happy birthday, being a dad.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so everybody has their own dashboard, but I've reported looms for all those, so I'm going to spend the time in stuff that you probably haven't seen. So, first of all, can you guys see this? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, I can't make it full screen for some reason. Sweet. Whatever. Okay, so when a client finishes onboarding, they get put into the master log, and there's a lot going on here for sure. It's not the prettiest thing to look at. The point of the master log is to have, by the way, if anybody has any questions or whatever, interrupt me. I don't care. I want to make sure that everybody understands. But it's not supposed to be the prettiest thing. Like all the info it's in here. I mean, it's bad, but it has everything that we need.
Pause 1 second, Bryson. I'm going to record just in case anyone wants to refer back to this.
Recording in progress.
You're good.
Okay. So everything that you just saw is everything in the back end that ties everything together to make it smooth. So, but I can show you a few things here, and then I'll get into the stuff that actually is polished off and that works and that makes sense and isn't a headache. So, I remember we had that idea of when a client needs to be over delivered upon or something like that, or they're struggling, we just mark it. So we can assign whatever color we want, but like blue, we just click the blue button. Blue means they need extra help or over deliver or whatever. A black just clears it. Orange could be, I mean, it could be whatever, but that's the concept. I know we talked about it pretty briefly, but that's how that would work. And this color would carry on to every other view so that we would know, like Adrian, they're struggling. We need extra attention on them no matter where we're at. So that's that. If you come into their profile in the master log, which again, just master log in general, you can click on their profile by clicking open, and then it has everything here. Sweet, hold on. So if you drag this open, it's got a lot of their info. So some of these clients haven't been filled out entirely, but you've got, their phone, email, location, all that stuff, status, what day are they currently on, what week, what month, the date of the sale, the program start, that's probably wrong, and then when their program is going to end, and then ignore all this, I'll clean it up. But that's just how everything is linked together. Actually, real quick, you can come in here and you can see the renewals. So if they had any, you could see when they renewed last, the duration. In here you can see who followed up with them, when, what days, so that way we know. This is different from the follow-up blog, Andrew and David, so I'll show you guys that in a second, but that's that. And I think that's pretty much it here. I made a whole bunch of these views. So this is going to be very common with Notion. There's all these different tabs right here. You just click on them, it's a different view. These are just things that we need to get sorted out. So like, for example, these people don't have a start date. These people don't have an assigned coach yet. These people don't have a type, so like, are they nutrition only or training only? But anyway, we can go over that another time. But that's pretty much the master log. It looks a lot like a lot. I get it. So does anybody have any thoughts or anything on this before I move on?
I really like this. I just want to say that.
Oh, cool, dude. Thanks.
I like this a lot.
Yeah, this is sick, Bryson. Can I actually want to ask a question just for clarification for everyone.
All right, moving on. So I'm just playing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you go through the check marks one more time on the right by the client notes?
On the right?
What are those symbols?
Oh, so this is for testimonial if they have one. This is for a photo testimonial, a video testimonial, and then here is the win video. So like there's Basma.
Yeah.
Anyway,
she sent everything. She has everything. So
I think I need to add a few, but yeah, these are the ones who have done the win video, and we can move anything around. This is, like I said, this is just meant to like host all the info. Everything else is pretty. So
cool. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so here is the I call it the green sheet, but the adjustment log where you guys go in there and you write the name and then the adjustment and then whatever else they need help with for the client. So that's in here now, which is pretty cool. So first of all, I have a video, like I have step-by-step on how to use everything, how to complete it, how to create it, and then I have a video as well. Pretty cool. You can even watch it in here, which is cool. But we have, I'm just going to quickly go over it. So how it looks now is you click the green button to create a new request. You find the client name, you can type it in. So this is what just, I guess she's not in here. Whatever, we'll just do Karen. So it pops up with her name, and then it pops up with her Everfit account. So I click it, it'll go directly to her Everfit, which I think is so sick. Like, boom, there's Karen. So already in there.
Very sick.
Same thing with the group chat. So if I click that, I mean, I don't want to have to unread a message. So just trust me, it goes to the group chat. Really cool. And then this is where you put the change. So, more Arby's, I guess, more carbs. And then you just select the adjustment type. You can add whatever. The point of this is to count up how many adjustments we make based on each type so that we know kind of where the focus has been. Like when it's like a whole bunch of back end stuff, but like what point during the program do we adjust the most for habits? What point do we, for nutrition? And then so we can see a big count for that. Also, when you click the new adjustment request, it already puts the assigned date. So like 5/22, I can't change it. So like I click it, it's assigned. You have 24 hours because that's still the standard, right, Mina? Like 24 hours from.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there's that, and then you just select who it's assigned to. Now, currently, it doesn't notify you. So if I were to select Mina right now, it wouldn't notify him. I can make it so it does. So if you guys prefer that, we can do that. But I think actually, this one does notify you. So if I
think it does via Slack, right?
this one, not Slack, it's Notion, and Notion, what do you call it? Notifications come into the inbox right here.
Okay.
But you get a notification on your phone too if you guys have it on your phone. So if I did Brian, then I'm sure he'd get a notification. But anyway, you select a due date. By default, it's 24 hours. So that's September 1st, 522. This is September 2nd, 522. And then that's it. So you're done. And then just ignore this. I have note. Certain things about Notion are stupid. That has to be there for some reason. So that's that. Now, when you go in to complete it, you actually complete it, of course. And then you just come in here, click done, and then it's done. So if I had another one, all the incomplete ones are up here. And then all the completed ones are down here. So you can quickly see, when you complete it, also it automatically puts who it was completed by, and then when it was completed, like time and date, everything. So I'm going to show you different views on this, but does that make sense? I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Good.
Looks like you don't have to confirm that you submitted it right.
No, like if we can make it that way, but like when you click done, it's just done.
No. I mean, like, I press new adjustment request. I fill out the information, adjusting for Andrew, blah, 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 changes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have to press submit, like finalize. It's right in there.
No. Like you guys can see all this right now. Like if I just did whatever, I guess if I just went like this, you guys could see that. Everybody can see that right now.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, there's you don't have to worry about saving anything. So
cool.
I'll delete all this though. Oh,
One question.
Yeah.
So when you add in, let's say, for example, you're going to do what's it called? You're going to add in or you want to do an adjustment for a particular client. If you put in their name, does all of their information populate, or do you have to individually populate everything?
So like if I click on Karen, it puts this here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's automatic.
Do the proposed change and
yeah.
Perfect.
What's really cool, I forgot to mention this, is when you go to click a client's name, it'll tell you how many days ago their last adjustments was. So like she just got one today in this example right now. So it's 0 days ago. So we would see, I'll have to organize it. You could see like a big list of like 20 days ago. It's like, oh shoot, we probably need to, tend to that person. So, and I think it only shows probably like 20 people at a time. So you have to just search, so, but that's that. So, and you can add whatever types you want. Like if this does, you can remove these. I don't care. You just whatever you want to use. But
hey, can you go through the adjustment types really quickly?
Yeah. So we have tender loving care, habits, training, nutrition, a follow up, and then tough love. Like that's what I could think of. If I'm missing something, we can just add them in there.
Cool.
I think that's it for this. But there's different views. So your requests, I don't have anything assigned to me. So let me actually, let me just assign myself to, or let me just do this real quick. It'll be, oh, Andrew, you're not in here, dude.
I see him. He's right there.
Am I blind? Where?
Under me.
Oh, the little, the little, Zoom thing was blocking it. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. I'll just do this. Okay, it's dude, I'm blind as shit.
You're good.
Okay, whatever. So go into my requests, and so currently there's 7 requests, but I only see one. I don't think I needed to go to that link to explain it, but I can only see mine. That goes for everybody. So if Andrew gets on here, he's not going to see this one. He's going to see his. Straightforward. It's very cool. You can just filter out what's yours and just move on to the next thing. This is for every coach for all the incomplete ones. I remember we talked about this. So we can see which coach has which adjustments to be made when they were assigned. So like adjustment request for, it would have the client name obviously, but the due date. And then if it's done, I just click done. You notice my whole name went away because I don't have it anymore. So that's how that works. This is for all the completed ones, so you can just, if you need a paper trail of like, didn't I just do something for somebody? Like, what one was it? And I go in here, I can just see it's a little history. And this will track them all. This is for a due date view, so you can see everything that is due tomorrow, everything that is due. Like if something happens, like if, I don't know, client's going on vacation, you need to make an adjustment for a hotel gym, or I don't know, in 20 days, it'll pop up and say in the next 30 days, and it's just like a little reminder, which is pretty cool. And then this one's just for fun. It's every single client's trail. So, if we use this for a month, they're going to have like 200 columns. It's going to be pretty stupid, but I just think that's cool. So that's all that. So all the different views, if anybody has any kind of view or preference they want, that we can get that in there for sure. And then ignore all this. This is just some stats I'm working on. I made all this, recorded everything. It was good to go. Then I learned more, and then I redid everything. So this stuff is ass, if you ask me. So, but there's all these different tips and stuff that you can, or instructions you can follow. So good on that one?
Yep.
Cool.
Does anyone have any questions? Specifically, Brian and Andrew and Johnny?
This is just going to take a lot of playing around with to really get a good grasp.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I tried to make it as similar as the Google Sheet, like the name, this is automatic, and then what you change. And you just come in here.
Honestly, this is so much better. It's just, because I really like when things are like not tacky, but like you have like you're really able to like get into the nitty gritty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like, but it's like it's gonna take a good bit of just like knowing where everything is.
Yeah, dude, there's so much going on. Like I'm just familiar because I do this all day, but like these are the tabs, these are the buttons.
Now,
yeah. What'd you say?
You're cooking hard.
Thanks, dude. But yeah, again, if anybody, if something's bad, please tell me. I want to fix it. Like, I don't want you guys to think that, oh, Bryce and me, we have to do it, So that's all this. Okay. The next is check-ins, which is pretty cool. This one's a little bit more polished off. So we have the weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. Before all that, though, we have all the clients. So for example, like some of these clients don't have a check-in coach. We could fill them out, but you just click on it and then assign whoever it is. You can ignore these things, but all the clients are here. And then, so for example, if I want to go into the weekly clients, and I'll probably make a little view for every person's individual clients. It's just kind of tricky because there's the weekly, the bi-weekly, and the monthly. But anyway, you click on the weekly button, takes you in here, and how it works is, see, I know that it looks like there's a lot going on, but literally, like you look at Matthew, did he check in? He checked in on time, cool. And then you click submit, done. That's it. And then it tracks everything on the back end, and I'll show you. The yellow button is for they checked in but they were late. Red button is for they missed the check-in, and then skipped would be, again, if like they go on vacation or if we're aware that they will not be checking in or whatever the reason is. Mm-hmm. And the cool thing is, so like if I click on time, submit, well, actually I have to go into his profile. So if I click on his name and I go into, if I go into the check-in history, there's nothing here, but it will say, week 1, he checked in on time. Week 2, he checked in, he was late. Week 3, missed, whatever. And it's a big, long list. It'll say the week of their program and then the week of the year, so we can tally up and see how cumulatively MeFit is doing per week, which is pretty cool. So, like week 26 of the whole year, check-ins were 5%. It's like, what happened that week? That's the whole idea. So when you click a client, it will, or when you click submit, they'll go away. So that way you kind of work your way down the list. And then once you get to the bottom of the list, you're done. And then I think I might have moved it, but there is a blue button you would click and it refreshes everybody and it puts them all back on the list for the next week or for the next 2 weeks, or if it's monthly, whatever. So that way you can make sure that you check everybody every time. I don't think it's in here. This is just help, like what things mean, little key for everything. But then, so this is it looks like nothing's happening, but these will show percentages. I don't think, it'll say like in their percentage for the last week. So if Matthew checked in last week, then it would show 100%. If he checked in but he was late, it would show 100% for the late. That's because it was 1 week, he had one chance. But for like 12 weeks, how many times did he check in on time? Like he has 12 chances, so his percentage could be all over the place. So it's just a way for us to quickly see who's doing well, who needs extra attention, who's falling through the cracks. If somebody's 0% in 12 weeks, that's a problem. You know what I mean? So, and currently they're not sorted by coach, so I can definitely put that in there. But so you should click the buttons, go back, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. Does that make sense? Yeah, these are obviously wrong. What the hell's going on here?
My only question is just if there's a connection in the sense of like let's say for example a client checks in, they send the check in, is it linked by any means to this, or do you have to respond to the check-in and then go back into Notion to call?
So there's a way to actually link it. It would be, I think it'd be a giant pain, but you have to go manually verify that they checked in, come back, and then you would go to this and then click whatever it is and then submit. So it's still manual. You still have to go in there and click the box yourself. But is that what you're asking?
Essentially, it's because I feel like I'm not sure if this is going to be something like this is. I feel like this is more like a strictly data type of thing, which is not a problem, but in the sense of just like streamlining things. Like for example, with the follow-ups, super crisp. It's just directly like you go straight to every single client. Click, you go straight to their message, and you do all your things. If you need to make adjustments, you just go right back and you'll log that back in. This, it would seem, so it starts on your end. Like, let's say, for example, I'm responding to check-ins. I would be on Everfit. I'm responding to all my clients that I see with whatever, like, icon that I have. And then as I'm doing check-ins for all my clients, I would have to go back into Notion and then log off, or essentially, like, tick off each individual client that checked in for that, for example, given day.
Right. Yeah, the idea would be like you have one screen here, or like even half screen, or just two, whatever.
Okay.
And then you go through, you can sort it to like almost match what Everfit does. So you just go through, like, ideally what it would be like is like, okay, Matthew, like I have, just like screen side by side. So like Matthew, he checked in, done. Okay. Miriam, she was late. Okay, cool. Fetty, on time. What'd you say?
No, I was...
okay. Skipped, whatever. And then you just go down the list. And then obviously you're not going to have, however many clients are in here. But...
I think
Does that make sense? It's the same thing as the spreadsheet. It's just... Maybe it looks different. I don't know. I mean, it's checkboxes with the spreadsheet. This is just buttons.
I think, and I know this may be a hassle, but I think having them attached to individual coaches would be very, very helpful.
Oh, no, they will be for sure. Like, you would only see yours, David would only see his, Johnny would only,
Okay. That was my only concern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right now, we'd have like another tab. So I'd put like another tab here. It would be, Johnny's tab. It would only have his clients. So, okay, cool. Are we good on that? I know that's a lot. It's going to take some getting used to for sure, but...
I definitely feel, just to chime in, I definitely feel like this is a clear-cut, perfect, organized way to go. The only learning curve I can foresee is just the fact that, like, it's a new platform, and we're going to just need to, like, remember, like, okay, I need to do an update log. Where's the update log? It's here. Client is here. Check-in is here. And then Bryson obviously has made his, like, I don't think, Bryson, you haven't showed this yet, but everyone is going to have their own dashboard, which is really cool. Because that's going to be kind of like your go-to. Like you log in, whatever, there's your dashboard, you have your tasks ready for you, you have the check-ins assigned to you, the updates that are already assigned to you. So you won't have to funnel through everything that Bryson's showing all at once. Instead, you go to your dashboard, and your dashboard will show you like what your to-do list is. You know what I mean? So like the blue coach knows that he has these different things. That's his assigned update log, whatever. He'll have his check-ins that he's assigned to as well, like things like that. I don't see the check-ins, but they'll be there.
Yeah, they'll be there.
Here it is, the quick links, whatever. But more or less, like, that's all going to be there. So it's like a centralized hub, like, all right, time for me to work. This is what I'm doing today. This is what I have to work on today. Like, this is my to-do list. So it'll be a lot more streamlined as long as we know. Like, even Michelle will have her own dashboard, like he's showing, about brand new clients, who's a new client that's come in, whatever. Here's the community, here's the intake forms. Just making it, like, super streamlined so we don't have to search through 20 different places at once. Cool?
Yep. Awesome. That follow-up log that I mentioned earlier, I'll have to rework that. Andrew and David would have that, and it's going to look like this, and it's literally like a client gets put in the list, and it's like, okay, he needs to go to group A. Okay, she needs to go to group C. And then down here, you're going to have a big list of who needs to be messaged which days, and then it's going to look different. This is actually going to look similar to the check-in thing where you just click a button, submit, done. like all these checkbox. The problem with the checkboxes is I have to manually name these, and I have to manually create more, and then it would just keep creating more and more and more. Like if we did this for a year, it would just get ridiculous. It's like imagine 52 of it, kind of like what it already looks like now, I guess, with the check-ins. But that's the group A, B, C, nutrition only, who's killing it, who needs help. But yeah, I'll have to rework it. But that's what it would look like. And the follow-up group, I call them FUGs because I'm good with the acronyms, I guess. But so that's pretty much everything. There's a birthday thing as well. So you can come in here and there's January, February, March, April. And I know Everfit already does this, but this is specifically, this is for every client, but it's for clients who have already expired. It's just an easy way to get in the DMs. I think it's mainly for Mina to like reach back out, but like for example, Heidi's birthday is tomorrow, so that's cool. But that's that.
That's big.
Huh?
That's like really big. That's really, really good. I like that.
Dude, I thought you said that's fake. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. And then this was actually Michelle's idea. So when a client's anniversary date is coming up for the year mark or the 2 year or whatever, they'll show up here. So it would be, I guess it would be up here.
I love this idea, by the way. Like, absolutely love this idea.
Yeah, so you just sort, and then let's see, we'll go by. I think this is literally sorted by alphabetical order of the month, which is funny. It's not correct. Whatever. So you would see the anniversary date. So Lena, I guess it would be down here. You guys get the point. So like Marcone, that guy, he is approaching his 2 year mark, March 24th of next year. So I guess he's already been going for a year. Where's Carrie at? Isn't she like killing it?
She's been with us for, I feel like it's like been 6 years. I don't know.
Yeah. Would she be? Oh man. Anyway, so
she's actually been with us for a year, 2 years.
Oh.
Now,
It seems like she's been here forever. The way you guys talk about her.
She's awesome.
She's awesome. And then this is something we could definitely collaborate as a team, but it's just all the important dates. Where did I put it at?
Wait, Bryson, I have a quick question
Yeah.
regarding the anniversaries. Would I be able to get notified of like when it's coming up, like a day before or anything, or I have to go physically to?
So I can put this thing in here. There's nobody's anniversary that's coming up, but it would be this thing in your dashboard, and you would be notified, but you would always see that list, and you would see who's coming up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I can do that with birthdays too, if you want to do that in the anniversary. Do you guys do birthdays in the community at all?
No.
Everfit does notify.
Yeah, I know Everfit does, but do you do? You don't wish happy birthday in the community or anything?
You know, we should. It'd be cool, like, every month. Be like, oh, it's September birthdays. Happy birthday to you guys in advance.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of birthdays. I think it's just a lot of clients, but... Yeah, if you look at the months, like January's... You got 3 January 1st. Did you guys know we have, like, 60 clients that start with the letter M? Fun fact. Oh man. With the important dates, I can't remember where I put it. Anyway, any kind of important date that we can think of that's coming up for whatever reason, we can just put it in here and it will just say how many days we have left. So the idea is like for marketing purposes, so like Black Friday's coming up or Christmas is coming up or whatever. Just more, the more things we can have, I guess, coming down the pipeline that we know of to prepare for, the better. But that's the idea there.
I'm gonna have to head out, guys. But Bryson, I made you the host.
Okay.
I hope the Zoom doesn't end. If so, Bryson, just start another one. But I have to press leave. All right, I'm gonna leave. I hope the Zoom doesn't end.
Okay.
I appreciate you guys. I'll watch the rest of the recording. And if you guys have any questions, hit up Bryson. Don't ask me. No, I'm just kidding. Just let us know.
Today's actually my last day.
Get the request to be the host.
I already gave him the host. I think.
I've never been a host of a Zoom call before.
Wait, Lena, you want me to hop off too?
No, Michelle, just text me when this call is done, and I'll let you know if I'll call you.
Okay.
I can call you. Cool. Peace, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mina. See ya.
Thank you.
Recording stopped.
Oh.
Well, the recording stopped, I guess, but we're still cooking.
I can record for us if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. I think Mina recorded just for to reference this, so yeah, if you
Okay,
can.
do you need the rest of it recorded or?
Well, honestly, nothing else is super important. I got through the
Okay.
main of it.
If you do need it recorded at any time, I gotcha.
Okay. So that's that. Then we have, I don't think we need this, but all the files are now in Notion. So for all the trainings and the scripts and the onboard, like every one of these is a link. Click it, it'll take you to the Google thing. Everything's here. All the looms that Mina made. It's funny. All of this is actually on training for Google Sheets in the system that we don't use Google Sheets, which is, we'll have to fix that. But I can go through all you guys' dashboards really quick. We can kind of go through it together. If you have any questions, we can address it. Or I made looms. Every single one of you has a loom. You go and help, and it's here. Andrew, you don't really have a dashboard because there's you don't do onboarding. You only do from what's on here already. You'd only be doing the adjustments and the follow-up groups. And so because the follow-up group thing isn't done yet, I don't think there's stuff in here, but it's just nothing works. So your dashboard's broken. But do you guys want me to go through each dashboard individually, or are you guys cool? We'll just address it as you guys start using it.
I feel like that would be the best course of action, just because there's a lot, and I think maybe just going through it briefly.
Okay.
Just to kind of show what everything looks like, and then having us play around with it.
Okay, I'll just do a quick run. I actually have this set up. So Victoria or Darcy fills out a form. Okay, I guess. So that's a fat bill right there. So it gets submitted, and then it'll pop up right here. So once the client, there you go. So I just made this. So it's Craig Phillips. This is literally how it happens. So fill out the form when we get a new client, comes in here. You're going to click sign and date. This is Michelle. She's just saying yep, client is now in onboarding. She's going to go through. So these are the closer notes. So if Victoria was oh yeah, this client is allergic, whatever. This actually is going to be moved to Johnny's dashboard. So Johnny, you're going to have to get the Everfit URL because you just can't do it on mobile for some reason. You can't just get a link. So I'll give this to you. But anyway, all you do is just go to Everfit, grab the URL, come back, and then just put the URL here. So it'd be www.everfit, I don't know, whatever it is. And then when you click on it, that's how it works. Oops. How bad would have that been if I deleted everything right there? Holy shit. Okay, so then it has the onboarding current day. So what day they're on. This is automatic, so it's a formula. You don't have to worry about it. This is the anticipated date of delivery. It's automatic. Don't have to worry about it. Then Michelle comes in here, and then she, intake form done, intro post done. She moves it on to the next person. She's done. So then it goes to the Blue Coach. And the Blue Coach has... so these are actually real people. I'm not going to screw around with that. But so Craig Phillips, that's who we're going with. Let me expand this. So the notes are still here. If you want to add to them, just come in here, shift, enter. And then the way that I think we should do it is put your initials. So it would be JM and then notes here. And then it would be, you put the date. That way we can just have a laundry list or a little paper trail of what notes we're making for each client. And then this actually gets moved to the master log. So we'll know everything about the client. If there's anything to add. I mean, if there's nothing to add, then it'll be blank. So still the onboarding current date, all these clients are on day one. And then you have the link. So if I click the link, it'll take me to, so that one, oops, I'm gonna click the wrong thing. That would take me to their account. So then Johnny comes in here and makes sure that they did their first weigh-in. They got their first progress photo. They did the handbook, the training handbook, nutrition handbook, and then they reviewed the check-in process. That's it. Once those things are done, click done, sign and date, then they're gone. Johnny, you also have the client update request log here. So you can just hang out in your dashboard because there's this here, you got your onboarding here. I think, unless there's anything else I'm missing that you do that I don't know of, then I can put it in here. But Is everything there cool for you?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay. And then there's these buttons here. So I mean, this is forever ago. I feel like we talked about this, but there's some quick links for things that you might need. If you don't use them, we can remove them. But then everything goes to the red coach. So we got all these different buttons. Red coach is Brian, right? Brian?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Okay. So, Brian, there's a lot more on this, so I'll, I guess I talked to you the other day about it, but all these links, all these buttons, all the things that you go to, we can move them around, whatever, remove them, doesn't matter. But you kind of see all the clients coming in the pipeline, no matter what block of onboarding they're on, so that you can prepare the training and the nutrition for them. So rather than not having any notice until like the second they're ready for it to build it, like the whole time. So you can see that Craig Phillips is the dummy account, is actually in your onboarding down here, and then all the rest are in Johnny's thing. But same thing, same concept. You come through here, you make sure that you assign training, you assign nutrition, what nutrition type they are. Did you assign the habits and tasks? Did you answer all their questions? And then this is where we talked about, after you're waiting for them to give you an anticipated start date, this is just a reminder for you before you move them on. Once you get a date, whatever it is, then you click done, move them on. Cool on that? Does that make sense? Do you have any suggestions or anything or any requests for anything?
No, it looks good. Thank you.
Yeah. And then same thing, you have the update request log. Well, I got some questions for you, I guess. You don't even know what I asked you. I'll go over that later. I made this so long ago, it's crazy. And then David would get this one. Same thing, he's got a little video for help. So, yeah, same thing, notes, current day, account. This is automatic. This is from Brian. So, Brian, when you select the anticipated start date, it comes in here. But, David, if it actually changes, you can change it yourself and make it whatever you want. And then we have did you assign the check-in tasks? The check-in task, did you send the day one message? Cool. When is their actual official start date? So you just mark it here. And then you would select their first check-in date. So there's no real process for this. It's just like whenever the first check-in is. So if they're bi-weekly, which is what Victoria fills out, and they started on the 22nd, they're probably going to check in on the 3rd. So, and it doesn't matter, as long as it's within the week, it doesn't really matter. It's just how the formulas work. So if you put the 3rd of October, and then, so that's done. Then you assign a check-in coach. So you just click the little box, and to know who to assign it to, there's a graph over here, and it'll tell you how many clients each coach currently has. So as of right now, with the current clients that we have assigned, I mean, some of the clients are missing, but David's got 48, Johnny's got 55, Mina's got 35, and then there's, I can't even see because the thing's in the way. There's 27 that don't, which shouldn't be the case. But you just come in here, you'd select whoever it is, and then you're done. This goes up when you're done with the master log, or when they go into the master log. So if we had 100 clients in here, you wouldn't see them here yet. So it's kind of a delay, but that's how you can choose who gets it. And then you would just select the day. I mean, you can pick whatever day. You can do Monday. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is. I just put these here because it seems like it's the most common. And then you're done. So then you click done, submit, and then they are gone. You have the same thing. So you have the update request log, and then you're going to have the follow-up log as well, like Andrew. But I'll fix it right now. It doesn't work. So don't use it. You can just move it down. But actually, whatever. So that's that. Wait, David, I don't know if is David even in here? David's not even in here, dude. Sweet. Well, anyway, hopefully he gets the recording. And then Andrew, like we just barely went over, like yours is nothing. There's also like a shift log thing in here for tracking hours. It's pretty sweet. You just click a button, you sign, you clock in, click another button, and clock out. But I'll work on that as well. But I think
Bryson, did you do what we said with the follow-up log for first week clients?
No, that's on the list though. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make that. Yeah.
Yeah, because we have a bunch of first week clients right now.
Yeah, so how it would work is, I think I could show you. So they would be in here. All the first week clients would be in here, and then there's going to be a spot to put the group chat URL, and then a spot for, what else am I missing? The double chat, the double follow up or whatever, like where they follow up with twice. Because you do that in the first week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then you click the button, and then they come over here to no group, and then you just move them to whatever group you want. So that's how that works.
Okay.
But I think that's really everything. Victoria, you don't need me to go over the form. You've done it already, but...
Yeah, no, I love it. It's awesome.
Okay, cool. I'm glad. That's it. So if you guys want some easy reps, and if you want to help me out, go to the master log and then go to one of these tabs and just fill in the missing info. It's super easy to do, like no gender. Like it's like is Matthew a boy or a girl? Probably male, if I had to guess. It's just small things like that. It's just to get everybody's info in here so that everything works the way that it should work. I guess are these people related? I guess there's 3 Sarahs. It's great. It's probably wrong. But yeah, so that's everything. I don't think... See, this is super overwhelming. I know. We don't have to worry about it, I promise. I think that's it, though.
Are we starting with this fully tomorrow?
If everybody's good to go, I vote we should, and we will kind of go trial by fire, because some of the stuff is for sure going to break. I mean, for example, Victoria and Michelle have already done some stuff where I'm like, wow, that should not have happened, and I fixed it. So, but I think we should. We need David and Johnny on here, and I think we're good for all of onboarding. Because at the time of this recording here, there are these clients in Johnny's block of onboarding. Now, we probably already took care of them, but as far as Notion goes, they're here. So, and then everybody's in Slack as well, right? I don't know. I think we're missing Darcy. No, Andrew, I think we're missing you too.
Yeah, I remember getting a notification for Notion, so I'm in there. The only thing is there like something, because I have Slack downloaded.
Yeah, I think I can invite you to it.
Yeah, I have Slack downloaded too, but is there like a specific place where all our messages are going to, or?
Yeah, so there's different channels, so it's kind of like we're all in one group, but there's different group chats within our group. So I can make certain notifications go to a certain group. Like Michelle, like when a new client is added, I feel like that would be very helpful for you, but probably not helpful for Andrew. You know what I mean? And vice versa. Yeah. So like if he completes a new adjustment, you probably don't want that notification. So it would be different channels for each thing, if that makes sense. So I just got the link. I'm going to put it in for anybody who's not in. There you go. So I think this is the default team chat channel. So everybody will have access to this one. Let's see, I think, so we need David in here. Oh, Victoria, didn't work for you either, I remember.
Yeah, I'm going to see if it works better on my phone. I was just moving this weekend, but I promise I'll get to it.
Oh, no, you're good. I just remember that your thing wasn't working with Safari.
I still haven't figured it out on my computer. I don't know. I don't know, maybe I need to just like log off, shut everything down, do like a update.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, it's so annoying. It wasn't working for Brian either, so I wonder.
Oh.
Yeah, so I guess to answer your question, Brian, like, are we going to start using this? I think it just depends on when, since David's not even here, I think it just depends on when David gets in, because I think we're all on board right now. David's got a critical role in the onboarding process, so if they all stockpiled there, that'd be a bummer.
One quick question, Bryson, because
yeah.
I was on Notion like a little while back.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to see, like, for example, that like sidebar that you have on the left?
Yeah.
We're not going to be seeing all of that, correct? Or we are supposed to see all that?
So you're going to see general and shadow coaches. I want to delete this. We don't need this. But then the closer forming, you don't need to see. You can see it if you want. It's not like I'm hiding anything, but that's, you don't need it. And then this.
I'm only asking just because as of right now, all I see is that bottom one that you were just saying.
Oh, this one here?
Yeah, that's all I see.
Here, let's do this. Let me just add everybody right now.
Okay.
Because I thought I added everybody, and then I had everybody join, and then everyone said, hey, I need access. And I was like, you do, though. But apparently nobody. I guess David's already in. See, like, it's already...
Oh, if it's just me, then I think I can request. If that makes it easier.
Maybe it's just you, dude.
Here.
Yeah, I had to request it. Like, I tried going on it, and it said I had to request. So maybe Andrew, you might
That's
have
so
to do that.
weird.
Yeah, I'm going to do that right now.
So David already has access? This is so weird.
There.
I gotta get Darcy in here as well. Oh, god damn it. Who did I just have on here? Yeah, that's who. It was Michelle. Okay. I swear everybody should have access to everything now.
Let me refresh. Okay. Okay. I like this.
So we got 8 people in here. Am I missing anybody aside from Darcy? Is Darcy gone or something? Because she hasn't responded to anything.
I know.
Yeah, I don't think she's with us anymore.
So basically, it's one of those things where, like, if I'm ever gone or on vacation, she's gonna, like, fill in for me. But as far as, like, being a part of the group, she's not, I don't think she's gonna respond or, like, be a part of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I put you and her in a group chat, and she hasn't said anything. I'm like, oh, because it's a different time zone. But it's been a week now, so.
No, I'm in, like, she has a Discord group with, like, a ton of salespeople, and she's posting in that thing nonstop. So I think that's maybe just her focus now and doing her other offer.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't talked to her in a long time since she, like, left, but I think she is just not focused on this program, if I'm being completely
Bummer.
honest.
Well, more for you, huh?
Exactly. Hey, I want to be here, so.
Okay, well, does anybody have any questions about anything? Cool. Well, I hope that everybody starts using it and quickly realize that something isn't working. You let me know ASAP or whatever, and then we can make it. Because there's a lot of customization. Like I said this at the start, but I can put the weather in here if you wanted it. Like you can do a lot with this. So whatever you want, I can absolutely put it in there. And I know there's quite a learning curve, but I'm sure you'll get familiar really quick. But
How long did it take you?
What'd you say?
How long did this take you?
Oh man, it took me a while for sure. It's funny because I made it and then I learned more, and then I was like, oh, this sucks. Then I remade it. And I've done that with a few things, like the check-in log. It used to be, that's probably the latest thing. It's just, yeah, I don't know. The more that I learn, though, it's easier. But when I first started, it's so funny. I think it's, I wonder if I could find it. Is it this? This is the first thing I made. Like looking at everything else compared to this. Like, what the hell is this? You know? So I definitely learned quite a bit really quick. But I'm glad that Mina needed someone like this. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be on this team right now. So.
Dude, tell me why Darcy just texted me. That's so weird.
That's so weird. Heard through the mic or something. I don't know.
Yeah, her ears are itching.
She's like, they're talking about me. Okay, that's it. So yeah, again, one last time, if you guys want to help out, cool. If not, it's all good. But it's just easy to come in here and go through these tabs and just figure out who is what, and then just fill out the info. That way we can, this would be an easy one, like who is responsible for which code or which client. Some of these are duplicates, which is so weird. But like Carrie, that's probably Mina, right? I don't know. I don't know. You guys know this, not me. There's 26 clients that were missing, so.
No one's claiming Carrie. That's crazy.
Nobody wants her. Yeah, I put all these in here. Some of them weren't linked, and there's like 50 or 60 more clients I still have to add. It is the most tedious thing in the world, so. But yeah. Cool. I think we're done here then.
Well, thank you, Bryson, for all your hard work. Definitely.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for needing something like this so I have a job. It's pretty cool. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please message me and I'll try to fix all this as soon as I can. A lot of stuff will break, I know it. All right. I'm going to adjourn.
Because you asked.
Oh, yeah, what'd you say?
I said just to update since you did ask about Darcy. She said she's helping Mina with some admin stuff. So, whatever that means.
What am I doing then?
I know, what
Admin
is your
stuff.
title? You never told me.
What's admin mean? Okay, cool.
I don't know.
Okay, well, meeting adjourned. Bang. There you go. Appreciate you guys listening to all this.
Bye.
See you later.
Thanks for explaining it all.
Of course.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bryson, you're the fucking man.
Thanks, dude. I feel like you're my number one fan, dude. I appreciate you.
Peace out, dog.
I see ya. Well, hot damn. I would say that went well. I didn't really feel any kind of pressure or anything like that until everyone was in there. And then I actually kind of did feel some when Mina left because it was really like it was me leading the show because there's no mediator. It was me. So, very cool. Well, anyway, that's that. So, peace.